Welcome to the People Chronicles and Storied Women. My name is Anna Rose Ingarra-Milch, and I am your host. I am also the author of Lunch with Lucille. Lunch with Lucille is the story of how one woman's life impacted another woman. And here on Storied Women, we bring women, wonderful women from our community to share their story with you so that we can learn from them as well. Today, my guest is Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
Crystal Gilmore Harris, and she's going to share with us her story. So Crystal, my first question to you is, what is it that you would like the viewers to take away from our little chat today? That takeaway that they can learn from you.
Always remember to be yourself, because that is when you impact people the most. And remember to smile, because you never know who's watching.
I like that smile.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do. I like that, to be you. In Lunch with Lucille, we talk about that to just be yourself, you know. And I think maybe sometimes people even struggle with, who am I, you know? Yeah. So tell me, how did you come to that conclusion?
I started coaching cheerleading with high school girls. And
at Reading High School?
At Reading High School. Mm-hmm. I originally started coaching at Holy Name, so I want to make sure I mention that. I don't want Bill Hess to chase me around for that. I then went to Reading High School, and when I got there, I realized it was a different setting, but I also realized it was where it was supposed to be.
So do you work at Reading High School?
I work for Reading School District.
Reading School District.
I work for their alternative ed program. I'm the secretary in that department.
Excellent.
While there, my first year, we had a small group of girls, and during the next season, I started to get sick and I needed to have surgery. And when I left and returned, there were things that were different about me.
So just backtrack a little bit. Because you threw that in there, you got sick?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I started losing my balance, unable to walk.
So now you're a cheerleading coach and you're losing your balance?
Yes, I'm losing my balance. Not a nice combination.
Yeah, really.
But the girls themselves were excellent. They were actually more supportive of me than I was of them at that time. Mm-hmm. But it helped give me strength knowing that when I returned as a different coach. I wasn't the coach who could get into the stunt or show them the motions. I was actually the coach who was like their confidant, someone they could lean on, someone that would support them from another aspect of things. If they were in trouble, if they had an issue, if they had a problem, they knew that they could depend on me to be there to help them through that.
So how long were you recouping? You had surgery, you said?
I had surgery in June, and I returned mid-season of football season that year. That was in 2007.
2007, okay,
Mm-hmm.
So you weren't out that long.
Yep, probably about 5 months.
And were you supposed to be out longer?
Yes.
But something drove you back earlier?
I don't learn, because I just had a stroke 2 years ago and I'm back coaching again. So I just think that it's my passion and I'm where I'm supposed to be. And the greatest part about it is I've learned that just being myself is what has impacted the kids the most. I don't have to go in and pretend to be anyone. I just go in and just be who I am.
And be you.
And they love it. And in return, I can give them the same love because they don't push the limits that I can't cross anymore. They just allow me to do what I can do for them, and they accept it, and they appreciate me as their coach in that aspect.
So before you got sick, were you showing them how to do cheers?
Oh yeah, before I got sick, I was stunting. I was calling myself doing a little bit of tumbling. And I also could show arm motions, where that's a lot of things I can't do now. Actually, when they go to stunt, you'll hear some of the kids go, "Coach, get behind the red line." It's like the running joke now, so that I don't run in case somebody falls. Because after I had this neck and spine surgery, they basically told me if I get hit the wrong way, I could be paralyzed. So I really should not. Actually, they didn't want me to return to coaching, but it's something that I feel that I'm supposed to be doing. It's where I can reach out to most young girls in a positive way while we're doing something that's fun. So it's not like I'm showing up as the big bad wolf. I'm showing up as the person who they know is someone that's always going to be around. So I took that avenue to make a difference.
Excellent. Now, how old are these young girls?
Well, I retired from the youth league director, but am now returning. I haven't even been retired for 6 months. So actually, I coach little girls from ages 5 to 18. So if anybody's ever looking for anything coaching, my name is probably on some bathroom wall listed as coaching. But I quite enjoy it.
Yeah.
And they make an impact on me too. I mean, they're teaching me some things. Like, people are always asking me, well, how do you know that? I go, I coach high school cheerleaders. How can I not understand the lingo?
Teach me. You need to teach me. I think I would fail pop culture these days.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My husband, whenever my husband sees some blonde singer on TV, he thinks it's Britney Spears. Doesn't matter who it is, it's just Britney Spears.
And it's probably Taylor Swift.
Yeah, he just has no clue. And now I find I'm kind of joining him.
Yeah, they keep me up to date on everything. And when I want to say, like, I guess the new thing is on fleek. Somebody told me that my eyebrows were on fleek the other day because I got them cut, and I'm just looking at them. They go, "Coach, relax. That's a positive thing. That means they look really nice." So now I say it, and they're going,
on fleek?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's
well,
wonderful.
That's the new terminology for looking good.
So what I hear you saying is by you being yourself, you make this impact on the young girls, like we try, all of us, or many of us try to do. And then in return, though, they are really educating you as well.
Yes.
But in order to do that, I think you have to be a really good listener.
Oh, you do. First off, you can't judge them. I find so often that people take all the kids in the city and they put them all into one fishbowl. When we have some amazing kids that are doing amazing things, but if you walk in with that negative attitude towards them, you're not going to get the positive in them. When I walk in a room, my first concern is, did everybody have a good day? Did everybody have something to eat? Did everybody do what they needed to do to get through the day in a positive way? If not, we pull that kid to the side, myself and my coaching staff, and we make sure that we do what they need so that the next day will be better than the day before. We don't judge. I was a teenager. I won't want anybody to judge me for anything I did. It's called growing. It's called figuring out who you are. But if you walk in and you're just, oh, these kids are from Reading, these kids are from Reading School District, there's no way there can be anything positive about them, you will never, ever understand and experience what I have experienced. I have girls who have graduated now and they're in college. They're traveling all over the country, getting their education. I just had one who wants to just be a part of a volunteer over the summer in Washington as part of her graduate degree. That is an honor. Our kids are making a difference, but if you don't open up to see it, you will miss so much in life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for the world. When I went to Reading School District, I believe it was where God wanted me to be. Not only to make a difference, but for them to make a difference in me.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So your cheerleaders are cheerleaders, but they're also Girl Scouts.
Yes.
No. Yeah. So besides you coaching them there, you're coaching them. I mean, you're like a real coach. I mean, you need to get like a crown that says coach. So you're taking them now into this next realm of Girl Scouting. So how does that work? That
They 1 day a week.
How often do you cheerlead practice?
We have practice 5 days a week.
Okay, 5 days a week.
But we would take 1 day out of that week to have a Girl Scout meeting.
Okay.
And it's actually a combination that's kind of the same. Cheerleaders are leaders, Girl Scouts are leaders. When you put them together, you have sashes and pom-poms. But we're making an impact on little girls from both avenues. They see us when we're cheering and they love it, they think it's great, but now they also see us becoming Girl Scouts. So I think it's something positive, something to look forward to. So not only do you want to be a cheerleader like the Reading High cheerleaders, you want to become a Girl Scout, so you want to become a Blue Jay and a Brownie. And I think that's great because Girl Scout, it builds such character in our girls, and it gives them that second avenue that maybe I'm not giving them. So it's like they're getting a double-edged sword of making sure that they become strong, powerful women when they leave Reading School District. And that's something that we all need to be proud of.
Yes, definitely. Because it also gives them, they become part of a much larger organization than the school district itself. Yeah.
Yes, and they're a very unique group because there's not anybody else that can call themselves Girl Scouts / cheerleaders all in one group.
So have they ever worn their Reading High cheerleading outfit with their sash?
Yes. Our first year that we became Girl Scouts / cheerleaders, we actually invited Girl Scouts throughout Berks County to come to a game. They marched down 13th Street with us. Our girls wore their cheerleading uniforms and their sashes, which was very interesting. And the young girls loved it. So I think we flipped it around. We then gained more cheerleaders because in the youth league program that year, their numbers increased.
Wonderful.
So it's working well. And at the end of the day, we just want to promote that you may think you know these kids, but you have no idea. You really need to just sit, listen, talk to them, get to know them, and you will be amazed. Because I am every day. I truly am.
I think, when you talk about this be you, just be yourself, is if we get those people who are judgmental, is if they would just be themselves.
Yes.
Just be yourself, open up, listen, watch, and you'll be amazed at the energy that there is in that building.
Positive kids making a difference. It really, really is.
Yeah, because they have somebody positive. They have such a positive influence in their life.
Thank you. I hope
really,
so. I do my best.
Yeah, well, it's obvious. I mean, that you do your best, and I know you try. I know your whole family tries.
Oh, yeah. We come from a very strong family of get it done.
So you do, and you've been your whole family's very, very supportive to the Reading community.
Yes.
And it's we all appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I know that the young girls must appreciate you.
I hope so, but I believe they do.
Yeah, I do too. I think you make a very, very valuable impact.
Thank you.
You've made it on me as well.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate you coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today on the People Chronicles Storied Women. And thank you, Crystal.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Want to know more about who's doing what in Berks County? Check out the stories on thepeoplechronicles.com.
These community stories are made possible in part by BCTV, Susie Ray Design, Queen City Family Restaurant, Lamar Advertising, Heidelberg Family Restaurant, Reading Air, Lions and Hole, Peanut Bar, and Kutztown University.